Today, we're here to talk about how to create effective data visualizations that can tell a story, help you be more data-driven, and take your business to new levels. Data visualizations is something every business should use to quickly inform their teams of the most important up-to-date metrics without having them sift through loads and loads of raw data. So let's dig in. Let's start with, what is data visualization? It's the process of communicating data through charts, maps, graphs, and other visuals. That way data is easy to interpret so that you can gain deeper insights quicker. The most important and valuable thing about data is that it does tell a story. So it can tell you the full story about your latest campaigns, what customers you need to be following up with, what ads are performing well, and you can gain an overall view of your customer's journey. Most importantly, data visualizations help your team and decision makers understand what needs to be done and stop making gut-based decisions without facts. Through data visualization, you can analyze and act more informatively to create a better overall performance and strategy. Other reasons why you should use them. One, you can discover patterns, trends, and mistakes that you might have otherwise missed, which is invaluable to any marketing, operations, sales team, you name it. Two, your business strategy gets boosted with data-driven decisions and you lose potential mistakes that often now become intuition. Three, if you align your team around data, they will know their top priorities and how they tie back to all of your business goals. And lastly, you can finally be more data-driven in every aspect of your daily work by visualizing data, sharing it, and creating discussions around it within seconds. To create effective data visualizations, you just need to remember a few things. You can turn loads of data points into a comprehensible source of insights that your team can very quickly benefit from. You can choose how to display your data, how to make it interesting. You can combine multiple sources into one view. But you need to choose the right software that makes your data accessible, beautiful, and easy to understand. So, how about a data visualization tutorial? Let's start telling a story. In this video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to create these data visualizations within Slingshot. Now, as a quick refresher, Slingshot is your all-in-one digital workplace that brings together your task and project management, anything in here that you can see that's shared with you, like your data analytics, your content, and your conversations, whether it's one-on-one, within projects, within workspaces, anywhere that you want to have conversation. We come up here to the My Analytics, which is where I'm going to create my dashboard. I'm going to come up to Add a Dashboard. And you can see all of the data sources that I've already been using within here. And then I can add additional data sources where if I have more Excel files or if I need to connect to QuickBooks, Google Ads, any social connector, you name it, you can do that from here. Within each of my data sources as well, I can come in and edit the details of my data sources so that I can change the way that my field names are displayed. I can add metadata to these fields so that it's easier for anybody else that comes in to use these data sources to know exactly what they are, what they're for, and puts it really in business terms for other users. So for this, just like everybody has when you log into Slingshot, let's use some of our sample data here. So if I come into my sample data, basically it's an Excel file out on the web, and you can see all of the different sheets within my file here. So if we just go to continue with the marketing sheet that we have, we'll select our data. And now we're in the visualization editor, and I can give myself some more room. I can close my chat for now, and I can always access it again from here. But regardless of what data source you're using, you have all of your available fields over here on the left-hand side. You have all of your different chart types that you can really start to use to bring your story to life. And then each chart has different settings that you can change your color, you can change the bounds of your axes, you name it. Each chart has different ones that you can kind of really personalize your data. So for this, let's just say we want to see conversions over time. So we want to look at that, best to look at time on a line chart. So within our date field, we'll pull over month, we'll pull over conversions, and once I have the needed data for my chart, it appears over here on the left-hand side, or on the right-hand side. I can give it a title, I can add descriptions as well. Maybe these are people who converted to a trial. And this way, anybody who's coming into my dashboard that I'm creating knows exactly what a conversion is, because in marketing, sales, conversions can mean lots of things, right? I can also add a filter up here to my data where I can add a date filter. I can connect that into my visualization, and now I have more ability to kind of like slice and dice my data as I see fit. So we can now add additional visualizations in here, and as we kind of mentioned, like bringing in multiple sources into one view is what really does bring your full customer journey together. So if I need to look at Google Analytics data next to Google Ads data, instead of bouncing between these two platforms, I can look at it all in one dashboard. For this though, let's stick with our same sample file, and let's actually just use the sales. So we'll go down here. So we see how many conversions we have, but what's a conversion if it doesn't go to new seats, right? So we are going to pull, let's do a combo chart. So we'll do combo, we will do month, and then we'll look at sales and new seats. We'll change this to sales and new seats. We're going to connect this to the date filter that we have created already. Then we'll hit the check. And I can continue to add all these different charts within my dashboard. If I wanted to see maybe some conversions by, actually let's do campaign. We can do conversions by campaign. And then as you continue to add more, you can kind of see that these are keeping their same size, but you also have free control over the size and where these visualizations kind of sit within your dashboards as well. And then maybe let's just add another filter up here, and let's use, I believe both of these sheets have territory, which we should be able to use. So we'll put territory, and then we're going to connect them, and it's amazing, smart enough to realize what territory is. If you maybe had a territory 1 and 2, or for some reason 2 different types in there, all it simply would do is prompt you to pick which one you wanted to use. It wouldn't automatically connect. So we'll do conversions and new seats for our title. We're going to save this, and we're going to save this, actually we'll save it into the sales workspace. So marketing and sales wants to be able to collaborate on the conversions that they're getting from marketing and what's translating into new seats and sales, right? So from here, I can continue to get different stories about my data, right? I can look at specific territories. I can look at 2 territories at once if I wanted to. So I can start to see, okay, well, if the Americas sales is increasing for August through September, what were those campaigns? It looks like aquamarine and ruby. So as I slice and dice and I really put my dashboard out there with all the different sources that I need, I am now able to effectively create and view data visualizations.